Welcome to Rootstem Gaming, guys. We've got another City Fight game today. A bit of a continuation of a mini campaign that me and Mills is running with his 40k Lunar Wolves, that used to be called Legion, against, at the moment, Genestealer Cult. Thankfully, the Genestealer Cult Codex has come out since our last game, so I've got a bit more punch. But basically the story is that the Lunar Wolves have engaged the Cult forces. They have pushed them back and pushed them back again. Their Thunder Run units managed to make it through. If you want to watch that on one of our previous games, that's exclusive to my website, rootstem.co.uk. And now, what we're trying to do is to push them further back towards the city centre, to basically bomb them out from orbit. The Genestealers, of course, the Cult is to try and stop this from happening. They need to try and break the encirclement, so that it can't be pinned down and can't be trapped. So what we're playing is Beachhead from 2018 chapter approved. We're adding the City Fight locations into it, so we're going to be using City Fight rules, just not a City Fight mission. I have included a JPEG on my website, rootstem.co.uk, regarding the mission itself, so if you want to go over there and have a look and have a go yourself, you can. And basically on there you can either use the standard deployments in 40k rulebook, or, because we're doing it a little bit scenario based, we can use the ones from the open play cards. So the deployment we've got is this. I know it's upside down, but it's the same either way. Basically we're just going to be 6 inch from the centre. We're going to put objectives down in a moment, but let's take you to some armies. Right, so we've got a 2,000 point Genestealer Cult army with a side bit of Astra Militarum. For those of you that don't know, that no longer gives you the full lot of command points, it gives you half rounded up. So with that being a battalion, it won't give me an extra 5, it will give me an extra 3. Right, so starting with the Vanguard choice, I've got a unit of 20, backed up by a unit of 9 Genestealers, and of course I've got the Genestealer Patriarch. He's going to be my warlord. He's going to have the Amulet of the Void Worm, so it pluses 1 to his saving throws for ranged weapons, not combat, and of course no one can overwatch him. A unit of 5 Adherents, 2 of them's got power hammers, the rest of them's got power picks, and of course the Rock Grinder with the seismic cannon and its lovely drill bits at the front. It's always fun to try and smash something up. I don't think it's survived the game yet, no. But probably won't survive this one. And then we've got a standard battalion of Genestealer Cult. These guys have got a Primus, a Icon Ward, which is going to spend another. I'm going to spend one of my command points initially to upgrade him to have the second relic. So his Icon can now make people ignore wounds on a 6 and +1 strength. And of course I've got a Magus in there as well. Magus is going to have mind control as his psychic power. Forgot to mention Might from Beyond on him. A unit of 16 neophytes or acolytes. I think it's acolytes. I can't remember what they're called. 2 mining lasers, 2 grenade launchers, the rest of them with auto guns. Another kit bashed unit of acolytes or neophytes, one of the two. 2 flamers, 1 sergeant with a sword and a pistol, and the rest of them just got las guns. And then of course 15 blob squad of hybrids. They've got the Rock Drill, Rock Saw and Rock Cutter, and of course the squad leader has the Bone Sword and Lash Whip. A Bastion! Yay! And then I've got the Brood Brothers detachment. They've got a Manticore, 2 captains, which I've got to take 2 captains to make a battalion, but I'm not allowed to give any orders now. And then 3 squads of infantry and 1 squad of veterans. The squads of infantry, those 2 units are Plasma Gun and Heavy Bolter. That unit's Heavy Bolter and Grenade Launcher. And the veteran squad is 3 Plasma Guns. And the rest of them just standard las guns. That's it. That's 2,000 points. It doesn't look a lot for Genestealer Cult. Mainly because I spent 200 points on a Great Whacking Bastion. Also at 15 points a model. That's a lot. So, right, let's take you over to the Lunar Wolves. Oh yeah, I did forget to mention, I've spent my 5 campaign points that I've got. We're actually doing campaign points. Mills has got 10, I've got 5. We're spending them on veteran. 6. I've got 6, yep, sorry, 6. Spending them on veteran abilities. So basically I'm spending them on this unit. This unit's got Agile, meaning that it can re-roll charges and it can re-roll advance rolls. Mills is back on the channel. Yay! Watch your swearing. Right, 2,000 points of Lunar Wolves, using the White Scars Doctrine. And what are you rocking today then, sir?
I have a battalion of 3 Primaris squads, 1 with Stalker, 2 with standard bolt rifles.
Okay.
There are 2 lieutenants, 1 with a power sword, 1 with a chainsaw bolt pistol.
No problem. We
have a Vanguard unit, so 2 5-man squads of Terminators. They are all power fists.
All right,
we have 1 Relic Contemptor with 2 heavy flamers inside his fists. And Captain with the Teeth of Terror. Relic. We have a Leviathan Dreadnought with Storm Cannon Array. Siege Drill, Melter Gun, and 2 heavy flamers.
Hell of a lot of stuff.
Then we have Captain in Gravis Armour, because he's still not dead yet.
But he's not actually going to be a captain, he's going to be a chapter master that Mills is not paying any command points for. So for purposes of this, he does actually have a chapter master rules.
And 3 Inceptor squads, so that will be an Outrider, Vanguard, Battalion.
Okay.
Which gives me 7 plus 3 for game.
10. That's a full.
The most command points I will ever have.
Right. Are you? Because I know you said you were going to look at upgrading some. Are you changing anybody into veterans?
These are going to be experienced. So these will have 2 rank 1 rewards. They will have Dead Eye Shot. That's it.
That's the one.
So any unmodified roll of a 6 to wound causes an additional damage. So there'd be 2.
2 damage from them.
And they will also have Sharpshooter, meaning they reroll 1s to hit.
Right, okay, so you're not going to have your captains near them. Are you doing any command points to upgrade these to veteran units?
Yes, I will turn in
other type of veteran units from the Vigilus book.
So he will have the Warlord Grey Shield.
Okay.
And I will be upgrading these 3 to veterans.
Okay.
So 1 extra attack and plus 1 leadership. And also access to the stratagems for each unit.
Yes, no problem at all. That'll be quite interesting. Right, we'll start getting set up. We'll read the rules for this because I know it's going to be a dodgy setup. And like I said, 10 campaign points for Mills. He's spending them both on that 1 unit there. And his Warlord is still alive. Right, let's get cracking. So we've set up blips for my cult units. But of course the Brood Brothers don't get blips, so they've got to physically go down. I do have to declare what's in that. So I have to declare that they're in a unit, so I might as well put a cult unit down for them. These are over here. Now, Mills did get the choice of either putting his units down first and getting first turn, or putting his units down second. He's gone first. He's got quite a nice collection. 2,000 points. I'm guessing there's a lot of points in that Leviathan as well.
300 points in that.
Woohoo! There's Mills's objective. My objective is there. And of course we've got one in the centre of this ruined building. Ooh. And we do have several units in reserve. I've got 2 units. So I've got a unit of Genestealers, a Patriarch, and a unit of Hybrids. Mills has got 2 Terminator squads and 3 units of Interceptors. Yes, they actually are Interceptors. Right, so I can try and seize and get first turn, which I might try and do on this. Right then, sir. Let's get some dice out. Right, going to be rolling to see if I can seize. No. That's a pathetic dice roll. So, Mills is going first. He's got no psychers, so we'll effectively be bringing you straight back into the shooting phase. Just to let you guys know, though, we're not playing any beta rules. So we will be able to deep strike on turn 1 outside of our deployment zone regardless, no problem. And the extra shots for standing still with the bolters will not apply. Right, happy hunting. So we're down. The Genestealers are in. Mills is also down as well. They did manage to get a unit down here. I've missed a gap. About right. Unit of Terminators come down. Another unit of Terminators come hurtling down into the units of Brood Brothers. There is a Magos there because I miscalculated when putting my stuff down. We've got the Leviathan and we've got the Contemptor charging forward. More Primaris Marines coming up. They've got 3 attacks apiece, these Primaris Marines, so I'm not surprised. He's moved his captain back Don't get me wrong, he's going to be able to re-roll there to hit dice, but he's moved his captain back to try and create an area.
Anyway, don't they?
They do, but with him being within 6, they're going to re-roll all failed hits. Right. Let's get some shooting done. The Terminators are opening fire into the Primus. One of them's out of rapid fire range. He's going to need freeze to hit. It's not bad. Not bad at all. That is only toughness 3. So require freeze to wound. There's no negative modifiers. How many hits there, sir?
5, 10,
12. 12 hits on him. He's going to get a +2 to his armour saves. 12 saves, needing freeze because of the extra cover. He loses 2 wounds. Not too bad. This unit of Terminators is opening fire upon the veterans. They're not in rapid. Only 1 miss though. That's a pretty good round of shooting. Or 2 misses. Pretty good round of shooting there. Needing freeze. The squad itself, there's no minuses to hit so far because he's not obscured actually. That might have been a -1 to hit, but it's we'll ignore that for now. We do forget these rules sometimes. So that's going to be 6 saves needing freeze. 6 saves needing freeze. I lose 1. City Fight is pretty good when it comes to saving throws. Next unit, sir. The 10 bolt rifles are opening up down here into these guardsmen. Oh, you're not within 6.
No.
So no re-rolls on the 1s for misses, but he does get to re-roll the 1s for failed wounding because next to him is a lieutenant.
Good, roll 4 2s instead.
3. Right, 3 saves. These have got a -1, so I'm going to need 5s because I'm in cover. Lost another 1. So these guys are going to open fire into these. Again, I am not obscured. But he does get to re-roll his 1s to hit this time because the captains. Or are they both lieutenants?
Yep. Lieutenant here.
Yep, so yep, that's a captain here.
Lieutenant here, that's a captain.
So you get to re-roll the 1s.
Good. Enjoy them 2s.
That 2 in front of you was a hit.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
4? Yeah, 4.
Yep, 4 saves. I've got 3 in my hand. +1, so I'm going to need 5s. 3 down. 4 down. Oh, that's a lot better. 4 get kaput. So this unit is now going to open fire into these guys here. Now, the 5 top ones, I've got plunging fire. The rest of the guys don't. So, we're going to do... Are you doing them first?
These are normal guys.
Normal guys?
Yep. So normal guys first.
And he gets to re-roll all failed misses because the captain is within... The chapter master is within 6 inches. So it don't matter about,
So, re-roll them 2. So...
These are normal.
And
your lieutenant's there, but it's only for re-roll 1.
So you got
3. 3 armour saves are 6 needed because of the -2 and the +1 for the cover. But these are going to have a -3 due to plunging fire. So it's a good job you can re-roll all of them. That would have been a really bad roll.
5 1s. Still not cracking.
I've got 2 misses. 3's re-rolling 1s. Right, so that's going to be 3 dead with no saves and 3 saves. Needing 6s. No, that's another 6 of them gone.
I can't see.
They got absolutely paggered on that one. 6 of the guys have been removed so far. What are you trying to figure out to do with this thing?
I can see that unit, but I can't see the guy with the red pistol, which he's the one that's in range, so technically
right, okay.
I can't target that squad.
Well, he's a captain on his own. The squad is separate.
Well, if he's a captain, I still can't target him.
The kill star can't, still can't target.
So it's going to have to be... it's going to have to be them. Because I can't see Rock Grinder.
That's
and
true.
I can't see Genestealers.
Right, no problem. Let's figure out what this thing can fire. So the Storm Cannon Array is heavy 10. This is going to hurt, this.
So normally 2s, 3s because I moved.
3s because you moved, yep. Only 3 misses, not bad. Strength 7 needs 2s. How much damage does it do?
2 damage.
2 damage, and what's the minus?
-2.
-2, so I'm going to need 6s. Got a funny feeling this is a dead unit. In fact, I've rolled less than what I need, and it still failed. So, they're dead, Dave. They're dead. Victory point to Mills. 1 unit wiped out in his first turn. Right, so his last unit, they're laying down white painted men are going to try and fire into the vets. So 6 shots apiece. Needing freeze. Needing freeze again.
You have 9.
9. Now it's a ruin, so I do get a +2 for this one. So it's actually a -1 for that weapon. So basically, I'm going to be saving on 4s. 9 saves a 4+. Reroll that one. That was it. So I've gone and lost another 6. So I've lost 7 of those guys this turn. That might be a 2 command points to try and keep them in. Right, sir, you can charge. What are you charging?
Your Manticore.
I thought you would do.
I need a 12.
I do
well,
need.
I
can
11.
fire Overwatch, but tell you what, let's roll dice and see if you get it. No,
there's no point in re-rolling.
So I'll do my
I
Overwatch.
An 11.
Right, it's down to 3 rockets, but I did manage to kill 2. Got a massive 11 hits with that rocket. Must have impacted them on the way in. Right, morale tests. 2 command points. It's stupid of me not to. These guys have lost 4. 4, 5, 6, 7. They are fine. And then this unit lost 9 models. So I think they're done. He's lost 2 models out of that squad, but the leadership is 8 for a sergeant. So even if he rolls a 6, it's still going to be an 8. Right. Mills has got 1 command point so far. We don't start scoring any other objectives until turn 2. This is going to be interesting. Right, let's go to Genestealer Cult turn 1. Right, so the units have come in. These guys, off camera, they deep struck in. They used Perfect Ambush for 3 command points, moved 3 in shot. Then Mills opened fire with these guys. Now he used 2 points to open fire, and then used one of the veteran from Vigilus stratagems to make him 4s.
Rapid fire 4.
Yes. Very, very nasty. Making sure that he killed 8 of these on the way in. Right. So we're going to do some psychic phases. I'm going to try Might from Beyond on these guys. Basically, these guys get, I roll 2d6 if it's a 7 or more. They're going to get +1 strength and +1 attack. 7. So they've got the might. So we've done a little bit of shooting. These guys ran up, so the heavy flamers have fired, did nothing. The heavy bolter from this has opened up and done a wound and did nothing. But the Manticore missiles are opening fire on his stealth stalker primaris with insane amount of minus. So 2d6 shots, that's a 7. Because they are classes obscured from me, it's going to be 5s to hit them. That's going to be 3. 2s to wound. That's 3 wounds. Now, he is in cover, so he actually gets a +2 to his armour save, and it's a -2, so effectively he's on freeze.
3, yeah?
Yep, 3 of them. Oh.
Failed 1.
Failed 1. D3 damage. Only a 1, so...
They assumed it's more than that.
No.
So we'll put that on this guy down here.
Yes. Let's go with this seismic cannon. So 3 shots into that Leviathan, needing 5s. I got 1 hit. It's strength 8. Leviathan's toughness is 8, so I'm going to need 4s. And I failed. Damn it. So I'm going to go with the veterans. They're firing at these guys. Yes, I am overcharging. Why would I not? The white dice is the one that's in rapid fire range. Needing 3s. None of them died. Yeah. Needing 2s to wound. 1 failed. So 2 wounds then, good sir, with a minus of 3.
4+.
Yep, cataphract. Can't see his dice from over there.
Save 1.
And another 1 failed. So, because it's 2 damage, yep, another one will be killed. So 1 Terminator down. Now the bunker's going to open fire. It's going to open fire at this lad, because I don't like him. It's going to need 5 to hit him though, and I got 1.
No, I think...
4's to wound. Oh my god!
I do...
12 heavy bolter shots into this guy, and he's not dying!
I do...
These lads here are opening fire on those. I've already done a las gun's done nothing, so the plasma is going to be in the opposite colour because it is going to overcharge. So 2 misses, the heavy bolter hit once, plasma hit once. Plasma's wounded and the heavy bolter's wounded. So Plasma first, of course. It's a -3. It's a 4-up in Vun because of Cataphract.
Plasma in red.
Yep.
Because they're both different saves.
No problem.
Save both.
Oh. Doing so well. Right, these guys in the bunker have opened up. I can fire with 10. So 2 of the mining lasers are firing backwards into him. The crack grenades and the auto guns have managed to kill one and wound another. So the mining lasers now in force. Hey, anticlimactic. God damn it. This heavy bolter, I'm not even going to bother. This heavy bolter is going to go down into the Terminators. 1 hit, Nina 3. It's a wound, -1. Oh, I managed to slay another Termi. And the others are not going to be really in range. Right, I've not done a lot here. I've not done a lot at all here. So I am going to go into my charge phase. So hopefully, yay, it's going to be better than what the rest of this phase has been like so far. I've killed a couple of Terminators and a couple of those guys, but I've not done enough damage.
They died in my turn.
Yeah, they did die in your turn, actually.
So you've only killed
I'm just thinking in total, Mills. I'm just thinking in total.
I know you're trying to make yourself feel better.
I am trying to make myself feel better. Let myself feel better. Right. First off, then, because you can't fire Overwatch even though you can't see him, he's going to try and charge into the Primaris Marine. He needs a 9. He got an 11. He's in. So far, that unit's managed to get into there. This unit's managed to get in, and the Patriarchs managed to get in as well, all into these intercessors. And I had to declare against the lieutenant, so this might be quite interesting. Now, the rock grinder, because I'm not one of those people that does that. The rock grinder is going to go against the Leviathan. This is going to be funny. So 10 shots.
That's my storm cannon.
Yep.
Melter gun. My 2 heavy flamers.
2 heavy flamers. Ooh, 9 hits. Now the Goliath rock grinder is toughness 7.
So these to hit first.
So a storm cannon did hit. Now a storm cannon strength is 7, so it's going to need a 4, and the rest of them will need 5s. Ooh, that's painful. Right, the storm cannon then is a -2.
Yes.
Meaning I'm going to need a 6. So against the storm cannon, that's a fail, so that's 2 wounds so far. And then the heavy flamer has got a -1, meaning I need 5s. And I saved 1.
So you've got 6.
So I've got 6 wounds. I think it's 6s, but we'll check that after the roll.
I thought it was 5.
Well, I didn't get any 5s or 6s anyway. Right, so the charging wise, we did get in, but I lost 6 wounds. So he's only down to 4. These guys I'm going to go with first. I'm going to have to, because I've got a funny feeling he's going to attack him. Oh, hang on. I've just realised I've got Might from Beyond, so I should have an extra 12 attacks. Right, so these have got 5 attacks apiece. I'm doing half now, and then half again in a bit. So we're going to do a half first, needing 2s. Ooh. Right, so only 1 missed. This is the first half, so I need 3s to wound. Any 6s will kill. So that's going to be 2 dead Marines, 3 dead Marines, ooh, a half dead Marine, and then any 3s is going to be -1s. So we'll do all the saves. Blimey heck, that's a lot of wounds. So the first 14 saves with a -1.
So you do actually...
There's a -1.
Oh, so that them would be fails and all then.
Yeah.
So you would actually kill 2 and put a wound on another. So that would kill 1. Oh, that you would kill 3 and put a wound on 1.
Put a wound on another.
So
right, that's the first lot. Here comes the second lot. Second lot 6 needing 2s. Well, that's a bit better for Craig there. There's a lot more misses. 6 misses. 7 misses. So in total, out of all those attacks, there was a total of 8 misses. Needing 3s. Right, so you've got 1 wound, so that's 1 dead Marine. That's another dead Marine.
3.
That's another dead Marine.
So that's 3 dead.
And a half.
And a half dead. So that's leaving me sergeant left.
And your sergeant's got...
Sorry. Yeah, that's...
Yeah. And your sergeant's got 3, 6, 9, 11 saves to make with a -1.
11?
Yep, with a -1. You can do it! Come on, mate, you can do it. Maybe not. 2. Yeah, that's enough.
I only rolled 7.
Yeah, you only rolled 7, so that's enough. Right. that's interesting. Right, so I do a 3-inch movement now towards the nearest enemy guy, which is going to be that lieutenant. Now, Mills is going to interrupt. I've got a funny feeling we know he's going to interrupt, but he's down to 1 command point left.
It is going to be the Leviathan.
Leviathan! Oh no.
The reason for interrupting with the Leviathan is not to get rid of the rock grinder.
What is it then?
It's so I can beat the shit out of your Genestealer next turn.
Well, it depends. I suppose because you're closest, if I do murder him with these, they'll move into him anyway.
They would.
Yes. But he's interrupting. So go ahead then, sir. Needing 2s. Oh my god.
2 misses.
2 misses. 2 hits. I think it's strength 16, isn't it?
It is strength 16. And it's -3 d6.
Yeah. So I'm not going to get a save.
No, but it's the d6. If I fluff it...
Maybe you should save your command point just in case for the d6. I do get to... yep, so 2 hits, needing 2s. Oh, right. So it's only a d6 wounds, and I can ignore them. I don't know what it was, but how many wounds are you going to cause here, sir? Or is it d6? Isn't it straight forward?
No, I think that's the claw. It's a straight.
So instead, because it is actually a -4 straight 4, he's used a command point on the wound. So I need 5 6s to stay in the game. Nope.
But
damn it.
Is it a 6 or is it a 5? Because if it's
a 6, I've checked. It's a 6.
Right, that's all right then.
Yeah,
So I've wasted a command point.
Right, kind of, yeah.
Because you didn't get
yeah, because I didn't get
6s.
But if it had rolled 4, you know I would have got 1. Yeah. It would have happened. It would have happened. Right, so I'm going to use... Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Ah! Right, it's called Rig to Blow. Unfortunately, I'm only going to do D3 damage, so I'm not going to bother. So, does it blow up anyway? No. Now, there's 5 guys on the inside. Do they survive? Crap. Yes. Command point. Yay.
I thought you would have just taken off the painted one.
Right. Mills has destroyed that. These guys have got out. He's 3 inches moved him into these. Now, because he's moved him into there, my guys down here couldn't... That was no longer the closest one. So I've had to go against him, but I can't fight him because I didn't declare against him. So it's only left 2 because we've measured. It's only left 2 able to attack the lieutenant, which is what I'm going to do now. So I need 2s because I'm still within 9 inches of my warlord. Now these are only strength 4. So 1 6. I don't think the lieutenants have an invulnerable save. So that's going to be 1 wound and 2 saves of -1, sir.
1 save, 1 goes through.
1 save, 1 goes through. We did check as well. He actually was within 6 of the lieutenant when he rolled to wound. So Mills has got a command point back, meaning that he's on 1 and I'm currently on 4. Right then. That's it. That's going to be it for this particular turn.
My lieutenant to fight back.
Oh yes.
So 3 attacks.
And then they automatically pass that.
3 attacks.
Needing 2s.
So he doesn't get 1 for his power sword. His
nope.
Power sword. 3 hits.
And he's going to need...
weapon skill 2+.
He is. It's just ballistic skill that's worse.
Then I need 4s.
Yep. He rolls only 1, so 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 saves, 5+, 2 saved. 2 6s there. So the lightning fast reflexes of a Genestealer is managing to stop that from happening. The Leviathan is locked up with the Steelers though, but I think that's a good thing because Mills are going to try and kill them all anyway.
He's not locked up. White scars in it.
Well, yeah, he can fall back and charge. You just can't shoot. That's. I'm limiting his heavy flamer hits. That's what that is. Right. Let's go ahead to your turn too, sir. Right, Mills has done a bit of rejigging using White Scar's rules. He's going to be able to break out of combat and recharge. I think these guys are going to be going for my Patriarch. These have dropped in, trying to shoot at some Steelers. These have dropped in, trying to shoot at some Steelers. And then this Lonely Warrior. is going to take out my artillery piece.
Yep.
You know it's going to happen. The Terminators have trundled forward. They are quite slow moving at only 4 inches. And then this Contemptor thinks it might get a bit of the adamant action there. Toasty, toasty. Some flamers coming in. Right then, sir. What are you going to fire with first?
I'll do Terminators first. Sweep across.
Terminators from this side.
So these 4 into your vets.
Ooh. So this is rolled to hit. Are we all within 12? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because that guy there, luckily.
Yeah.
I thought, shit. Yeah. And then saw him.
No minuses to hit because I am actually out in the open, but I'm getting +2 to my armor save.
So you got 6.
6 saves, needing freeze. I lost 1.
It's alright, it's plasma gun, it's enough.
Next. Right, so them 3 opening up into the guard squad. 4 shots apiece.
Wow, that's not good. I've actually hit less than the wounds on the 4-man unit. At 5 though, still happy with that.
Only a +1 for this one. So I lose 2. This little guy at the back, what are you shooting at, Craig?
This little guy here. He's going to go into...
Them? Okay. Because you can see him, there's no minus. Oh, got around hits, need freeze.
No.
Only 2. Need freeze, force to save because of the -1. So I lose a man. So 2 heavy flamers from here are going to go into the adherents.
So
2d6.
12.
12 hits. Oh my god. He needs freeze to wound. Thankfully I'm on the ruins of terrain, so I am going to get +2 to my armour. Because this is going to hurt. Needing 4s. Oh no, freeze, sorry.
9.
That's painful. Right, so 5 plus save normally, +2 makes it 3, -1 makes it 4. So that's 6 fails. And they ignore wounds on a 5 or 6. No, it's not. That's 1. I think that's 3 dead. Crap. So these 3 are going to go into hit these guys. Oh dear. Lots of shots. Lots and lots of shots. 1s and 2s and misses. That's not a lot of misses. Needing freeze to wound. That was a 4.
So you've got 9.
So, there's no minuses to hit, of course, because of where I am, but there is +2 to my save, -1. So again, I'm going to need 4s. Oh man, 6. Damn you. Right, the Inceptor's down here. They're opening fire upon the Genestealers here. He's going to be, well, go on. Captain is within 6. You get to reroll your 1s.
And 2s, Chapter Master.
He's not within 6 of those guys.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm thinking it for them. Damn it.
It's a bit of a big 6-inch there.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Her from Leeds, apparently.
Reroll with 3.
What are you rerolling them for?
Reroll 1s, you said?
Oh, yeah. All right.
Put them on with 2s at 7.
All right. Needing 4s. No,
Lieutenant.
No, Lieutenant.
So you have 7.
7 against the unit that's out in the open.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my god, 1! I lost 6! Christ. So the Primaris Marines with the weird bolters are going to fire into the adherents. Half and half again, because half of them are going to get the extra minus, whereas the other half aren't. So
the first 5 with no
extras.
No +1s. Reroll the 2, so it's
Chapter.
Hit.
Toughness is 4.
Right, so you've got
you have got a lieutenant here, then, haven't you? Behind him.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
So you've got 3 normal,
yep.
and then 1 that causes 2 damage.
That's a good point, yes.
Which is why I fired these at them.
Hang on.
I'll roll these first, because they're all going to be together, aren't
okay.
You know what saves
yeah. Go on then, sir.
Reroll fails. Oh, hit.
Another.
And 2 1s. So then
and
you've
2.
got another 1. So you've got...
Right, so this one causes 1 damage. Sorry. I'm guessing you're doing the 2 damages first.
Because they're the additional minuses ones.
So this one's the one that's a minus of 2, so that's going to be a 5 up. No, so that's 2 damage. Let's see if I ignore them. No, so that kills 1. And this is going to be a 6 up. No, that's 2 damage. Ignore 1 of them.
So that's the 2 6s. So effectively you've got 5 saves on him.
I'll take the two needing 6 to save. No. And no. So all my adherents are dead. Right, so these guys firing through the doorway into these. He's going to be a -1, so he needs 4s. Gets to reroll his 1. So that's a hit.
No wound because they aren't there. Then I've got 8.
8 against the remaining 3 Genestealers down here.
I'll just make sure. Right, so 1, 2,
everybody's
3,
within rapid.
4 out, 5 out, 6 out.
Ooh.
So 6 out.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 that's in.
Yeah. Well, how many shot already? Which 2?
2.
Wait, them 2.
These 2
have shot.
So
yeah.
That's 5.
Alright.
Them. There's them. Oh.
And then 3. Hang on. Oh. Right, we've got the right amount of dice. Go on then, sir. Rerolling your 1s.
That's a miss. Those are also misses.
Oh, Christ.
Fuck a duck. 7.
7, 5 plus saves. Oh, look! They're all dead. Chuffing out. So that's the end of the shooting phase. I've been murderized on that one. What the heck? Right. Yeah, lost 6 out of that squad. 8 Genestealers gone down there. This side has kind of got off a little bit scot-free. We've only 1 or 2 casualties, but yeah, these have. I think I'm going to lose my my left flank here. Right, and sir, charging. Let's go into combat. Right, we've had some charging. These guys managed to make it in down here. These we're going to charge the guys down here, and both of them overcharged and both died. So
as well as this guy.
Yeah, yeah. As well as that plasma gun over there, he overcharged and died, which means they've effectively them dying has taken this unit out of the game because it's going to take about 4 turns to get round here.
3 turns.
3 turns.
We runs to get to your Primus that's hidden behind this wall.
Right, and then he charged and again got rocketed to death. But it does mean they've only got 1 Manticore rocket left, as Mills keeps telling me, because I think he's very proud of the fact that I've only got 1 Manticore rocket
I just like
left.
stripping your Manticore rockets.
And then he has charged in there. Now, because there's no multiple combats, I can't interrupt. So this is going to be quite interesting. Right then, sir.
If you think I'd have gone second with him, if I'd have done multiple combats, which there is multiple combats.
Oh yes, I suppose. Yeah, but it's not. So which one are you going with first, then, sir?
Obviously Leviathan.
Obviously Leviathan, because you know for a fact that if you don't go with it first, I am interrupting.
3 hits.
3 hits. My toughness is 5.
It's 2s to wound. I'm strength 16.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So it's 2s to wound. I'm just curious whether I should use it on that. It's a straight 4 damage.
It is. It's a 5 up invulnerable save. 2 at least need to wound, and I need to fail 2 saves for you to kill him.
So it's only a 5 up though, isn't it?
It is. But as you normally happens with you, mate, if it's a 5 up and it's Mills to roll it, it will succeed.
Yeah, it is me. But the difference is you, so
yeah.
I'm not going to re-roll that.
Now, you are within 6 inches of a lieutenant.
Oh, I am, aren't I?
Yes. It's a good job I'm here to remind you your rules.
I forgot about Lieutenant. I'm thinking it's a captain. And then I would have rolled that one. You got 3. You need to save 2.
Yes, I do.
You did.
I didn't save any of them, so there's no point even re-rolling. And he actually takes out my Warlord. So that's another VP. Right.
I like playing with the rules.
So, these guys passed the morale test. The Terminators munched through those. So at the end of the turn, Mills claims that for free. Nobody within the centre. But he does claim his own, which is down there, for 1. So in actual fact, Mills, because he's killed my Warlord as well, jumps now into 6 points to 1. Because we both killed the unit in the first turn of the game.
Yep.
Right, I've got some crawling, but I've got to really badly I've got to try and get this. Somehow, some way, I need to try and get this.
Well, you've got 1 unit left to come on still.
I do.
But
I do, and I've got some tricks up my sleeve. I've got some tricks up my sleeve.
3 hard-hitting units are practically gone.
Kind of, yes.
Especially your Warlord. Your Patriarch got smashed.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just like to read.
Right, let's take it into my turn 2. Right, Magus has run forward. These guys have got out of the bunker, so the bunker can only target automated, so he's going to have to fire at those guys, but we're going to try and take off these Terminators. The Terminators are elites, I need my troop choices to trump them. These guys are also looking at trying to trump them. Those guys down there, I've used 4 command points on my perfect ambush because I rolled a 1, so I needed to re-roll that dice and got a 5. So if I've moved forward, they're going to try, if I can, to try and take on these guys. And the Genestealers are also doing the same thing, trying to take on these guys. It's not looking great, but I've got a psychic phase, so the Magus is going to try and mind control the Leviathan. I want access to his almighty cannon. He does it.
He does.
So I get access to the Leviathan's cannon. I'm going to shoot the Lieutenant because it'd be funny. I know, like, tactically wise, it's like, no, you should shoot. No. Just him suddenly going, hey, oh, what's happening here? And then just blowing away.
I was going to say, you could have his almighty cannon, or you could just melt him in the face.
But I'd roll, you know what, Mills, 1 dice, you know I'd roll to miss.
Would that include 2 flamers?
No, it can only fire 1 weapon.
1 weapon.
Can't fire the model, it's just 1 weapon.
Is it 2 flamers? Or is it...
It's 2 separate heavy flamers.
But...
Right, so yes, we've looked at the flamer is 2 separate weapons, so I'm not using a heavy flamer, I'm going to use the storm cannon. A lot of you is probably shouting at the TV or monitor or whatever you're watching this on going, no, you should use this, but it's fine. I like the idea of a storm cannon shooting his own lieutenant in the face. Now, I do not get to reroll 1s to wound because he's an enemy figure. Oh, didn't really matter. So that's 5 hits for -2, good sir. He's gone the way of a doo-doo.
Now that he's dead, I'll just point out that is the stupidest move you've ever done.
Possibly, mate. I could have fired into those guys. I could have fired into.
You could have killed these
guys.
Could
have shot them. Yeah, I know, but
you could have killed them guys. You couldn't have seen these.
I think it's hilarious.
You could have proper hurt that.
Probably, mate. Probably, but still, I found it funny shooting your lieutenant in the face.
I think you're secretly crying inside.
I'm not. I literally wanted. I don't know why. In my head, I'm like, no, I'm going to shoot a lieutenant in the face. I don't think I'm going to be able to win this one anyway. So I'm kind of just going, that would be hilarious. I'm just shooting it. Right, let's get some more shooting on. Just open fire with those guys onto the intercessors. No wounds. So now we're going to go for the Manticore. He's traced a line of sight all the way to this guy. 2d6 shots. What was that, the 6? Or?
That's the 6, yeah.
So 7 shots. So 4's to hit.
Yep.
Cocked. Oh, mother hubbard. Only 2. Strength 10, toughness 8. Needs 3s to wound. 1! And because he's revealed, it doesn't get. Well, it would just be his 4 up in one.
Well, it's 4 up either way. Yeah. I'm in cover. I'm assuming I am obscured.
You're not.
Am I not?
No.
Well, 4 up anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Saved it. I knew we were going to save. Oh, he saves. Mills and his saving dice. He's saving away. Right, these guys are going to open up. We've got 2 flamers first. They've lost 1 to the heavy bolters from the Bastion, because we just did it off camera. So the 2 flamers, I've done 9 auto hits. Forced to wound. Oof. 6 wounds, needing 2 up, good sir.
Squad's dead then, isn't he?
Probably. Another wound. Oh, nearly. Nearly lost another one. And then 25 las weapons. 25 las weapons, needing 4s. Needing 5s. 4 saves.
Kills him.
One's dead. He's down to 1 marine left over there. I'll fire the rest, because all of that's just going to fire into him. Before I fire the rest of his, the 2 mining lasers and the 2 crack grenades into him. Crack grenades, these. So mining lasers have missed completely. 2 crack grenades have hit, needing freeze. 2 hits. Minus of 1, but you're in cover. So it's straightforward. 2 up. Oh, I saved them both. I'm going to have to fire some auto guns now. So a fuselage battery of fire has just gone into this guy. This squad here. Some characters over here. He's still on 1 wound left. He refuses to die. He's just going to have to be charged, I think.
Why don't you fire Manticore missile at him?
Oh, Manticore missile fired over there, Craig. Can't you remember?
Oh,
it impacted all into this area here and didn't do anything. In other words, it missed. and a little bit rained down on him. And he went, ooh, shield save.
Shield save.
So yeah, that was successful.
Yeah.
Right.
For me.
For you. I'm going to try and get some charging done. So, it's going to be 2 big units going into those. Right, managed to get in with all this lot. No casualties from Overwatch, thankfully, on there. We're going to have to do this kind of one at a time, so with certain units. So the heavy rock cutter, which is him. Now, that is for his blade, because they've all got combat blades, which gives them an extra attack, but it's in addition.
Right.
So needing 3s, and he needs 4s on them, so his combat blade is not hit. It's times 2 strength plus 1, so his strength 9. Damn it. So that's 1. So that will kill the wounded guy, so he's dead. And next one is the rock saw. This is no minus. So that's 2 hits. Again, this is strength 9. 1 wound. I think it's minus 4 and 2 damage. And then finally the heavy rock drill before the normal guys. Missed.
Combat blade. Nothing.
Failed.
Normal guys.
Well done. Right, so the white is rending, the others is normal. I daren't roll them too much, because they'll just fall out my hand. Right, so I need 3s to hit. I need 3s to wound. Any 6s are a minus 4.
Yep.
So that's going to be 2.
2 dead.
2 dead. It's going to be 4 with a minus 1 save. And then 3 with a normal armour save.
So there's 2 dead. And I've got 3 with minus 1.
Yeah.
The 1 dead. And then 4.
3 normal. 3 normal.
I thought you said 4.
No, 3.
Oh, hang on then. So a wound on somebody else. Because I thought they were the minus 1.
Oh, no. You're still rolling 4 dice. Roll them again. All saved. Right, we've had a look. Because of the way Mills has taken off certain figures, it means that my guys, my Genestealers, can only actually move up towards his lieutenant. Now, I did declare against the lieutenant, so I do get a chance to attack him. So these are the 4 that can actually attack that lieutenant. These guys do need 4s because they don't get the +1 strength. So that's 1 that's gone through, and only 2 of the wounds. So the lieutenant will still be alive.
Saved them both.
Saved them both, even with the -1. So
against me Terminator.
Yeah. And then at the end of that one, we've checked the Genestealers are now controlling that particular objective. Yeah. It's not looking good. Or it is looking good, or it's not looking good. I'm not sure. It's going backwards and forwards. I do think maybe they might die, because I'm guessing there's going to be some angry Primaris Marines charging forward, going, "Oi! That wasn't funny." These guys have managed to claim that objective back, so that puts me up 4, meaning that I'm on 5 VPs. Craig's on 6. So let's take it into Space Marines. Space Marines, turn 3. So at the end of Mills's movement phase, he's moved out with his intercessors on the top. His lieutenant's also moved out. His captain's gone down here. These guys have ran forward, and we've completely forgot that he pluses 2 to his advance rolls, same as Twisted Helix for White Scars. So these guys actually moved 8.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
It's not bad, is it?
No, it's not bad at all. That it's not bad at all. That there, Craig. This lad's moved up. He's trying to take. I don't know what he's trying to do here with his knees. They're not on the top, they are actually underneath. So the intercessors they're trying to move through that corridor while they try and take out the remainder of this unit here. Right then, sir, which are you going with first to shoot?
I will go with Leviathan.
Yep.
He is going to fire his storm cannon array through this window.
Yep.
Clutching at straws.
It's -1 to hit.
It is.
It's -2 actually because he's moved.
And he's going to fire his heavy flamer and melter gun into your Magus.
Hey!
Because he's the only model down there.
Right,
So,
let's get that storm cannon.
4s.
Yep. Ooh, not bad.
Yeah,
not bad.
There's no captains around nearby, so.
Not bad. Needing 2s.
That's 4 of them.
That's 4 of them now. It's a +2 for my cover and it's a -2 for the weapon. So effectively, my guys are going to be on 5s. So I saved 1. I've lost 3.
Flamers in white.
Yep.
Plus how many hits, and the red is the melter. So melter missed. But then you've got 10 flamer hits.
10 flamer hits, needing 3s. I'm on the cover, so I'm plussing 2, and I'm minusing 1. That's going to hurt.
9.
That's going to hurt. So 5 normally, +2 makes it 3, -1 makes it 4. 5 wounds to get through. Hey!
That's actually really good. That means I'm going to have to charge the bastards.
Go Magus. Go Magus.
He's only going to go Magus it for a
Oh
time.
yeah, he's unfortunately that's magnetised on, and for some reason it's ripped the magnet off. Apologies for some form of who cares? Right. Right, next unit. These
3
Yep.
into your...
Oh, I've got to go round there and take 3 off. Right, so the 3 shots, that's going to be 16, 18, 3, 6, 12, 18.
They're not in range of
No.
anybody.
So no re-rolling hits, just straight forwards. Needs 3s. Ow.
So you have 10.
Wow. Again, this is a +2, -1 situation. Oh, why? Why? Well,
7.
he can die.
4,
They need to survive.
6. There's 6 left.
God damn it! Some more fuselage of shooting coming in at these guys here. All the thingies have died, which is not great. These guys with a -2 to try and hit the Genestealers only managed to kill 1, and the captain opened fire and didn't do anything. Now, ooh, it's a very good top, that, Mr. Greg. Now it's the intercessors. Now I don't think they can see firing backwards the Genestealers.
No, they can't go for them.
So
They'll be going for them.
going for these guys in the cover.
Just...
It's only going to be a minus. It's only going to be a +1 for the cover, so the -1 will really hurt.
We'll all be able to see through
Through
the
the doorway.
This guy here can actually see him. So
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll just check for
Rangers. We've checked. There's 12 shots coming in. No minuses. Rerolling ones. Not bad. Not bad. Ooh.
That's bad though.
Yeah, only 3 wounds. -1, +1, so 5's needed. I don't save any though, so 3 of those go down. Forgot the banner's within 6, so I can ignore wounds on a 6, so ignore 1 of them, so 2 go down. On to the charge phase. So what's charging then, Mr. Mills?
Leviathan into your Magus.
Magus is going to chuck a demolition charge at you. Or blasting charge, so it's like a frag grenade. 2 hits, no wounds. Oh look, I think he's in. Where's he going? Is he going round here or?
Just straight into him.
Like that maybe, so that he can take a bit of cover, maybe not get shot. No?
No,
yeah,
no. Not really going to get shot for anything, really,
no,
is
okay.
he?
I've got mining lasers still in that squad, you know?
Yeah, he's not really going to get there, is he?
Okay. Go on then, sir.
These back into Genestealers.
Can't stop him. That's, yep, so that basically means you're going to be taking your own objective back, even if you don't kill any.
I do have to move. What
you got 7.
What is 7?
8, so you can move all the way to the bottom and then 2, so you're alright, pal. You're good.
So put him there.
Yep.
Gravis Captain.
Yep. I think he's in. Definitely in.
He's definitely in.
Yep. He's piling in there.
And
they can't because they advanced.
Do
you want to?
They will try.
Alright. Go on and search. See what you get.
You can't Overwatch. So,
nope,
and you can't interrupt. So they
5, 6, 7, 8
are in.
Really? Wow. So definitely having guys come back to try and take that objective back.
So you will have 1. I will get 1 crushing charge.
Yep.
Because there's only 1 in base contact, which does nothing. Is there any further charges?
No.
No. So you can't interrupt.
Can't interrupt.
So that's my 4 normal guys.
Right, okay. So he's veteran Primaris Marines. Yeah, within 6 of his captain as well, so we do get to reroll failed hits. Well, he's chapter master. He's chapter master, which for some reason Mills keeps wanting to try and kill, but he just wants to survive everything.
He's rubbish, Gravis Captain. You can't even change his war gear out. It's crap.
I know.
And in fact, you know what I ain't used? The Warlord trait.
No. Just gonna laugh at you. Is he strength 4 in that Gravis armour? Oh no, these are strength 4, aren't they?
These are strength 4. So you have 8.
Ooh, 8. 8, 5 up invulnerable saves on the Genestealers. 4 left. 4 dead. God, 5 dead in fact. They're gone. So he's moved stuff out of the way. For some reason it's very foggy. Right, so Leviathan's now going to attack. These guys have kind of just moved forward using their advances. He needs 2s. Oh, I was hoping Mills's traditional style of rolling a hell of a lot of 1s. Oh! I don't think I've got any invulnerable save. Right, so yeah, he's no invulnerable save. He has managed to murder him. And as Mills pointed out, oh yeah, you've got no combats. Right, so he's managed to retake his home world.
Yep, my home objective.
So that plus is 1. And he's managed to take the centre objective as well, which will give him an extra 2. So that gives him an extra 3 this turn, meaning that he's on 9 compared to 5. I think we should really have a look at what I do in my turn, and if I don't do anything significant, it's pretty much going to be game over, I do think. Because if you just sit there, I'd have to come at you. You can murder me slowly. I know you wouldn't, but you could do and get 3.
These won't move, and that captain won't move, just to claim the 3 points a turn.
Yeah.
But the rest would be coming at you.
Right, bear with me. It's my turn 3. Right, I've not got a lot here. It's just mainly a little bit of a castle. Trying to castlate up. Which is not cracking. So 2 grenades and 2 mining lasers are going to fire into that. The rest of their weapons are going to fire into there. I have moved the captain into this bunker so I can fire the bunker at whatever I want to fire it at. And then these guys have moved just to try and get a few shots into these slow moving Terminators. They'll probably get minced in another turn, but hey, And then I moved the Manticore forward because, hey, why not?
Yes. It's an heavy bolter.
It's an heavy bolter shot. This is correct. Right, I'm going to do the crack grenades first into him. 2 hits, needing 5s. No wounds. 2 mining lasers, needing 4s. 2 hits, strength 9s, need 3s. 1 wound. It's a minus for 3. And to be honest with you, you actually are going to be classed as in covering that, mate. So I would say that it's a 4 up because your armour would be 3. Plus 2 making it 1, minus the 3 is a 4.
Oh, armour then?
Yep, saved. And then the rest of the auto guns. Right, we've done a load of shooting off camera. These open fire on the Terminators did a wound. These open fire and these open fire on these guys. Did I kill any?
Yeah, did a wound.
Did a wound. And then mining lasers and cannons and that hit the legs.
Did nothing.
And didn't do anything. So even if Craig stands still, it's going to be... I've got 1 point. If Craig stands still, he's going to get another 3 points. He's not going to stand still, he's going to come at me. But even if he stood still, it's going to be another 3 points. I've lost this one. I really have. The scenario, the thematic essence of pushing the Genestealers back into the central corridor to obliterate them from orbit is working. We do have another bit of a game to do. So the next time you see a campaign game for this one, it's going to be a kill team. And it's going to be in a Zone Mortalis styles. Yay! Before the Terminators come out. Of Elite. Unless Elite comes out before we get to play that game. Then that might actually happen. These are recorded about 4 weeks in advance. Because if you want to see them straight away, you've got to go to rootstem.co.uk, pay £3 a month, you get access to everything. Yay! I'm also up for commission work as well, as pretty much everything on the table, apart from some of the terrain pieces, has been painted by me. Or maybe not the Grey Marines.
It's just because people like me can't be asked.
Yeah, Craig, oh God. You look like you've got some form of halo around your head.
Oh, God, I'm just into flames.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.